The worn floral couch dipped precariously in the middle, a testament to years of comforting hugs and countless stories read. Sarah sat there, a pile of laundry beside her, a familiar knot of anxiety tightening in her chest. Her daughter Lily, who was 8, bounced excitedly in front of her, clutching a crumpled flyer from school. "Mama, look! It's the Spring Festival play. And guess what? I got the part of the Fairy Queen." Lily's eyes, wide and sparkling, were full of a joy that was infectious, even for Sarah. "That's wonderful, sweet pea." Sarah hugged her tightly, beaming, "My little star." But as Lily skipped off to tell her imaginary forest friends, Sarah's smile faded. The flyer clearly stated, "All performers are encouraged to wear a beautiful, ethereal gown." Ethereal gown. The words echoed mockingly in her mind. Finances were always tight for Sarah. As a single mother, she juggled a part-time job at the local library and freelance graphic design work, barely making ends meet. A new dress, especially one suitable for a fairy queen, felt like an impossible luxury. She glanced at her overflowing bills to pay folder on the counter, then at her own closet, a sparse collection of practical, well-worn clothes. Over the next few days, Lily, oblivious to her mother's silent worry, would talk incessantly about her dress. "It needs to shimmer, Mama, and it has to be long, like a real queen." Sarah would nod and smile, her mind racing. She scoured thrift stores, but nothing sparked inspiration or fit the bill. The cheap, sparkly costumes felt flimsy and not special enough for her little queen. One evening, as Sarah was putting away laundry, her hand brushed against an old box in the back of her closet. Inside, carefully folded and wrapped in tissue paper, was her own wedding dress. It was a simple ivory gown made of soft, flowing material with delicate lace sleeves. It had been her mother's, then hers, and though her marriage hadn't lasted, the dress still held a quiet beauty. An idea, bold and perhaps a little crazy, began to form. The dress was too big, of course, and the wrong color, but the fabric, the flow, it was ethereal. That night, after Lily was asleep, Sarah carefully took out the dress. She laid it on the living room floor, spreading it out under the soft glow of a floor lamp. She spent hours sketching, envisioning, and planning. She decided to dye the dress a delicate shade of lavender or light blue, use the lace from the sleeves for embellishments, and perhaps add some sparkle. The next few weeks became a blur of secret activity. While Lily was at school, Sarah would transform their living room into a makeshift sewing studio. She researched natural dyes, eventually settling on a soft purplish hue derived from berries and a touch of fabric dye she managed to find on sale. The delicate lace from her old sleeves was carefully unpicked piece by piece. She bought a small packet of iridescent sequins and tiny pearl beads, a small extravagance she justified by telling herself it was for Lily's dream. Her fingers, usually accustomed to typing and sketching, now deftly threaded needles, guided fabric under the humming sewing machine she'd borrowed from a friend. She snipped, stitched, hemmed, and gathered. There were late nights, pricked fingers, and moments of frustration when a seam wouldn't lie flat or the dye didn't take evenly. But every time she would picture Lily's face, and a renewed surge of determination would flow through her. Finally, the night before the play, the dress was finished. It was a miracle of ingenuity and love. The ivory gown had been transformed into a flowing, shimmering lavender creation. The lace, repurposed, formed delicate floral patterns around the neckline and cuffs. Hundreds of tiny sequins and pearls caught the light, sparkling like captured starlight. It was undeniably beautiful, unique, and utterly magical. The next morning, Sarah woke Lily early. "Ready for your royal fitting, Your Majesty?" she teased, her heart pounding with anticipation. Lily skipped into the living room and gasped. Her eyes went wide, reflecting the shimmering fabric. "Mama, it's beautiful," she whispered, her voice full of awe. She reached out a hesitant hand to touch the fabric. As Sarah helped her into the dress, Lily twirled, the skirt swirling around her like a lavender cloud. The dress fit perfectly, hugging her small frame, then flaring out dramatically. When she looked in the mirror, she saw not just herself, but a real fairy queen. "You made this, Mama?" Lily asked, tears welling in her eyes, tears that mirrored Sarah's own. Sarah nodded, a lump in her throat. "Every stitch, sweet pea, just for you." Lily threw her arms around her mother's waist, burying her face in Sarah's side. "It's perfect, Mama! You made magic!" she declared, her voice muffled but clear. "Thank you, thank you, thank you!" Later that evening, as Lily stepped onto the school stage, bathed in the soft glow of the spotlights, Sarah watched from the audience. Lily's dress shimmered with every movement, catching the light perfectly. Her daughter looked radiant, truly a fairy queen. And in that moment, as Lily delivered her lines with confidence and grace, Sarah realized something profound. It wasn't about the cost of the dress or whether it was new. It was about the love woven into every thread, the sacrifice in every stitch, and the magic created when a mother's dream for her child became a beautiful reality.